Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today's video is going to be all about roasting holiday releases. Honestly, I low-key kind of like some of these, but for some of them I'm just like, what were you thinking? Also, side note, why are holiday launches coming out earlier and earlier every single year? I think my earliest launch that I saved was previewed in September. I have so many issues with that. Like, I am not even a Halloween lover, but I just feel like September is far too early. Like, mid-October is when I feel comfortable seeing holiday launches. I won't lie. Kind of started singing Christmas music. I have not started listening to it, but I've been singing it a little bit. I'm just really excited for Christmas this year. I have no idea what like Christmas is gonna look like with my family this year because obviously like COVID and we don't want to increase the spread or anything like that, but I just feel like we all need a little Christmas magic. So anyways, let's hop into the makeup. I'm not gonna blabber on any further. Alright, you guys, I think I'm gonna go in chronological order for like when these appeared on Trendmood. That's kind of how I scouted these out, so I will link her page down below. But the first one that we saw was the Lime Crime Holiday Palette. This is the Greatest Hits Classics palette from Lime Crime, and I feel like this palette got some like hate. Some people were not into this color story at all, and I feel like I kind of love it. I won't lie. I'm not gonna purchase this because I feel like I can totally create that with my singles, or like maybe I need like a gray single and that's it, and then I'll be able to create this palette. So I don't really have any interest in purchasing this palette, but I think it's a beautiful color story. I'm just a little frustrated that they launched it so early. I just feel like it's too early. But I think this is a really gorgeous take on a holiday palette. It's a little bit sultrier. It's not so much like those classic warm browns with the pop of berry. It's a little bit cooler. It does have that pop of berry, but I feel like that's what makes it kind of holiday-ish. And I'm really into it, you guys. They also launched a 3-piece lip set. I don't believe these are new lip products. I feel like it's really polarizing when a brand launches a little gift set around the holidays and they don't include all new products. I feel like some people like love that and some people hate it. I fall more on the side of where I love that because I think trying a little mini set of lip products or even just like a little gift set of products at a discounted price can be a really fun way to explore a brand that maybe you're not super familiar with. I know I've done that many times with the Sephora sampler sets or other little mini lip product sets that have come up across the years. So I don't hate this one, but I feel like a lot of other people hated it. Alright, you guys, next up I wanted to talk about the Fenty Beauty Holiday Glossy Posse set. So again, this is another one that I'm actually kind of excited about. You guys know, if you watched my channel last Christmas, I was very excited about the Fenty Beauty Glossy Posse set. Then I have wanted to try the Gloss Bomb formula for a really long time. I thought I finally got it out of my system this summer, but alas, here we are. Another mini Gloss Bomb gift set, and I want it again. I'm just so entranced by this formula because I feel like so many people just like love it and go crazy over it. And honestly, you guys, kind of like the color selection of this year's bundle better than last year's. I love that corally peachy shade. I also think the light champagne shade is really pretty. The pink shade is one, I'm not sure how much use I get out of that one. I think the bronzy shade would be really fun for like the summertime or to top over like some vampy ear colors. I guess the pink one would be really pretty over like reds and pinks too. So maybe I would get enough use out of this set to justify purchasing it. Maybe not. I haven't really decided. So I'm not sure when these other Fenty Beauty holiday launches were released, but since we're on the topic of Fenty Beauty, I'm just going to share these ones right now. So they're also releasing a set of a new little snap shadow palette and a mascara, and then they're releasing a set with a cream bronzer, the Diamond Veil, and a Fenty Gloss Bomb. I really like the idea of these little samplers because it's a fun way to try the brand for someone who hasn't tried out the brand, but I have some gripes with these. The first one with the first set with the palette and the mascara, I don't really have a lot of gripes with that. The color story is very boring to me, but I'm not gonna love every single color story. Brands don't create color stories with me in mind, so I'm not like too salty about that one, but I'm just skipping over it because I think it's boring and I don't want to waste my money on it. My gripe truly is with the second set with the cream blush, the Glow Diamond Bomb, and the Gloss Bomb. Bomb. Oh my goodness, I can't talk anymore tonight. My gripe with this is that I feel like this suits a very narrow range of skin tones. I feel like they picked kind of like a medium tone blush, a medium tone highlighter, and of course the gloss bomb is supposed to be universal, but I feel like this only suits people with a medium skin tone. Anyone who has a very deep skin tone, probably not going to be able to use that blush. I'm not really sure about the highlighter. I feel like it looks sheer enough to where it would just be like a wash of glitter, and I don't think that would cast too much of an ashy tone on your cheek. But the blush would probably not be a blush on them. And I feel like Fenty is a brand that I really look to and who I feel like is kind of known for having a really awesome shade range. Their bronzers have tons and tons of shades that go very light and very deep. Their foundation made like history for launching with so many different shades that suit so many different skin tones. So honestly, I'm a little disappointed that they didn't continue this through their holiday sets, because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it's something you should do, and I feel like it's not that hard, you know? These are already existing products in their line, so I don't see why they couldn't have made minis in different shades to suit different skin tones. Okay, you guys, these next holiday launches are palettes that I love to hate on, but I kind of love them. These are the mini eyeshadow palettes from Too Faced. You guys, I've seen these in Ulta so many times, and I think they're so cute. I love that they're tiny. I'm having this thing with mini makeup, and I don't really own any mini eyeshadow palettes. I mean, I own like the little Huda palettes, but that's as small as I have in my collection. And I love the idea in theory of these little itty bitty palettes. I think they're so stinking cute. But at the same time, I feel like Too Faced just keeps regurgitating the same color stories over and over and over. And part of me is like, you know what, your everyday consumer who is probably going into Ulta and seeing these cute little palettes and seeing the affordable price tag and probably like jumping for joy, and they're enjoying them, is probably liking these boring regurgitated color stories, because that's the tones that they're wearing. But as a makeup lover and a makeup enthusiast and someone who has way more eyeshadow than she will ever use in her lifetime, I'm just bored by these. I mean, I haven't really considered purchasing from Too Faced in quite a long time, just because I'm not in love with their business practices. There are so many other brands I would rather purchase from, but from just like a makeup commentary standpoint, not in love with these. Oh, you guys, this next one, I've seen a lot of people have things to say about the Anastasia holiday launch for this year. So they're launching a mini Soft Glam 2 palette and a lip set, as well as Lash Brag mascara mini ornaments, and I think that's it. So originally when I saw this little palette, I was actually kind of excited because I don't own Soft Glam. I believe this is a cross between the Norvina palette and the Soft Glam palette. So these are already completely existing shades in their line. If you guys have the Soft Glam palette or the Norvina palette, you probably won't need this palette because the same shades are in there. I was kind of excited because I have someone who's kind of low-key lusted over both of those palettes for quite a long time. I like that there's a mini size. I like that it's much cheaper. It retails for $29. But I can also kind of see the other side of the coin where people are upset that they already have these palettes and they were kind of looking forward to the new latest and greatest Anastasia Christmas palette. I feel like they did so well with Sultry. Was that last Christmas or 2 Christmases ago? I feel like that was last Christmas. But Sultry did so well. I feel like people had really high expectations for what this holiday launch could be, and it fell short for a lot of people. I feel like Anastasia is really going downhill. I just feel like their color stories aren't as creative anymore. I used to look for them for like the new latest and greatest, like new formulas, new color stories, and now it's just kind of a snooze fest to me. I like that they're offering a mini mascara, although I do believe they offer a mini Lash Brag mascara all the time, so I don't think that's anything crazy. And the nude lip gloss set, the shades look pretty, but I'm just not jumping for joy over them, so obviously I'm skipping it. Oh, you guys, this next one, we have a lot to talk about, and this is e.l.f.'s holiday launches for 2020. So Trendmood has done this lovely collage, so we're gonna go picture by picture, frame by frame, and talk about these products. So in this first frame, I got really excited because I was like, ooh, I kind of like that color story of the palette that they're coming out with. It's like cozy and warm. It's got some pops of jewel tone color. You know that's my jam, guys. And then I took a second and I thought about it, I'm like, isn't that the same palette that they launched last year? Because I feel like it's the same palette. And I don't know, you guys. I just feel like that's A, lazy, and B, I was really expecting more from e.l.f. I have been very, very impressed by what I've tried from e.l.f. this year. I used to order e.l.f. products all the time. Well, not like all the time, but like I would say every like 3 times I made a makeup purchase, it was from e.l.f. or it was from e.l.f.'s website. And I kind of dove back into the brand this year, and I've been really impressed with what I've tried, but this is just lazy and I'm not into it. They're also coming out with a couple of mini skincare sets. These I'm actually pretty excited about because I really wanted to try e.l.f. skincare, and I feel like coming out with skincare minis is not only a really great giftable set, but it's a really nice way to kind of test out the brand and see how your skin reacts with these products. They're coming out with some mini eyeshadow, like circle doodahs. These I feel like are for preteens. I don't know. I don't feel like a serious makeup lover would be excited by these. I feel like e.l.f.'s holiday launches are geared more towards like people who aren't that into makeup, because they're just kind of like, I don't want to say cheap products, but they're not like their top quality products, you know? They're coming out with a brush set, which looks absolutely beautiful. They're coming out with a little sponge set, which I'm actually kind of considering purchasing because I've wanted to try e.l.f. sponges for quite a while. They're coming out with a little lip balm set, again, product that I wanted to try for a little while. Then we already mentioned the skincare set. Ooh, there's this cool like little sampler set. Ooh, that's really cool. It has a bite-sized eyeshadow palette, a sponge, a powder, maybe, I'm not sure what that is, a brush, a setting spray, a lipstick, some sort of skincare, an eye brush, an eyelash curler, a ride or die lip balm, one of their liquid shadows, and I think a lip gloss. That's actually really, really cool, you guys. I think that would be such a fun gift for, I mean, if you just want to try more from e.l.f., I think that's a really cool place to start. Or if you have someone in your life that's just starting to get into makeup, I think this would be something that's really, really cool. And then finally, on this last little slide of products, we have another little eyeshadow duo with an eyeliner, some e.l.f. skincare with some scrunchies, eyelash curler, another little mini brush set, and then there's what I think is a cheek palette, and I'm kind of intrigued by this. And I have kind of an unpopular opinion about cheek palettes. I really love them. I think they're fun and multifunctional, and I have quite a few in my collection that I just really enjoy. I'm kind of intrigued by this one. I've been a fan of e.l.f.'s cheek products for a very, very long time, and so low-key kind of eyeing that one as well. I definitely want to watch some reviews before I make any purchases, but I think it's really gorgeous, guys. Alright, you guys, next up we have BH Cosmetics' newest holiday launch. Well, it's not their newest holiday launch. There's only one holiday launch. But honestly, when I first saw this, I thought this was the Ulta holiday launch. It looks so cheap to me. I enjoy BH Cosmetics' shadow. I haven't tried one in I don't think I've tried any new shadows from them in a year or two, so it's been a little while since I've tried the formula. But what I have, I do enjoy. I just cannot get down with the packaging on these palettes. I feel like it just looks super cheap, and that just really turns me off from this release altogether. I actually think that the bigger palette is kind of pretty. It's nothing that I haven't seen before, but I do kind of like the pops of color in there. But I can't get down with this one. It just looks cheap to me. Next up we have the mini Zendo palette from Natasha Janona, and this palette just sparks zero joy, zero creativity, zero excitedness from me. I don't like it. It's not even that I don't like it, it's just that it's so unremarkable that I just feel really blah about it. So that's my little roast about that. Next up we have Rare Beauty, and Rare Beauty is another one that I'm actually really, really excited about. They're coming out with several mini sets that showcase their lip and cheek products in little mini sizes, and I really wanted to try the brand when it launched, but I had just begun my no-buy, so I wasn't going to break it immediately and try Rare Beauty. And I'm honestly really glad that I waited, because this mini format is a much better way for me to try out the products and save a little cash while I'm at it. And I just think it was a really, really smart move to do this so early on in kind of Rare Beauty's product offering, especially since they launched a little bit later in the year, closer to the holidays. And I don't really have anything bad to say about these. Alright, you guys, finally the last palette that I'm gonna roast is the Trichrome eyeshadow palette from Natasha Janona. Okay, Honestly, I'm really digging the color story of this palette. I think it's really beautiful. It's really fun. Definitely something that I'd love to recreate with the singles that I already own in my collection. But my gripe with this one is I feel like everyone is going crazy over these multi-chromes. But like the indie world has been doing this for so long and they do it so much better. So I just feel like Natasha Janona is being put on this pedestal for like bringing multi-chromes to mainstream, and that's really cool that they are bringing them to mainstream, but they're really not the first ones to do multi-chromes, and they're not even really doing multi-chromes that well. I feel like part of me is like rising up in anger for the indie world, for the people who have been doing multi-chromes for so long and doing them so well, and that's kind of my gripe with this palette. Again, this is another one I would love to recreate with my singles, but definitely not buying it. No interest in buying it. I feel a little salty about it. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. It's a little bit different for my channel, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know which holiday releases you are super excited about and which holiday releases are not grabbing your attention or you don't like for one reason or another. I would love to chat with you about them in the comments down below. And if you guys have tried any of these products, any of the ones that I had critiques on, I would love to hear your thoughts about them. But I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!